What is the deal with this little black cat just chilling on the floor in this big old temple? Hey everybody, it's Scarlink here. Welcome back to our episode of Wario Land 4. In the last episode, we went on a quest to find some treasure in this ancient temple, and we fell in. Now we're trapped, and we went through the entry passage where we went through the Hall of Hieroglyphs and Spoiled Run, and we kind of finished. I guess you can call it World 1, even though technically it's like a tutorial world more than anything. But we unlocked 4 more passages for us to explore, and I bet you guys could probably see the theme. This time, we're going to be exploring our first passage, which is the Emerald Passage. I usually like going in a counterclockwise rotation. Yeah, that's right, counterclockwise. I was about to say clockwise. I'm like, wait, no, clockwise is like going. We'd be going to Sapphire and onwards. But I usually go Emerald, then we go Ruby, then we go Topaz, then we go Sapphire. So that's how we're going to do this. Anyway, looks like we got ourselves 4 stages to take care of today. I make it sound like we're doing 4 stages. We're not. We're going to be doing this 1 stage at a time. Because some of these can be kind of chunky. Some of them not so much, but some of them can be. This is one such case where it's actually not super chunky at all. Anyway, no more fooling around. Palm Tree Paradise. Down the hole we go. And yeah, this is like where Wario Land 4's soundtrack is going to really be starting to showcase itself. This is a pretty standard level, nothing too crazy. But the music is good though. Dang, I didn't realize just touching the... Ouch. I didn't realize just touching the thing would open it up. Whoops. Hold on. Let me see if I can get that gem. Yeah, okay. Baller. We're balling, bro. We got this. We got this in the bag. Yeah, this is also where, like, the gameplay of Wario Land 4 really starts to shine. But yeah, the pretty standard level. It's pretty straightforward, really. Just go left to right, nothing too crazy. Got ourselves another little piece of the puzzle. Obviously, we're going to want to look out for those, as we saw prior. So, we want to keep that in mind. And I want to say... Aha! I got ourselves a gem. Nice. Gems are worth a lot, so if you see them, you're definitely going to want to seek them out. And this is looking oddly suspicious. Huh, there's nothing. Alright, let's see, what's in here? Got a little spiky enemy here. These guys you want to ground pound, because if you freaking touch them anywhere, on like the side or anything like that. Ooh! Here we have these little, this is our first example of a bonus room. These present little mini challenges in order to collect some nice rewards. For example, all we have to do is just hit this switch that activates these little blocks, and get ourselves a nice gem. Usually a stage will have about 1 or 2 of these per stage. Sometimes it's 1, sometimes it's 2. So it's a good idea to keep a lookout for them. I'm gonna do my best to look for them and find them and try to attempt them when we can. But if I can't complete it, it's not the end of the world. I'm not going for 100% anyway. Ooh, this is our first example of finding a CD. As a kid, I knew where this was. I just, actually recent playthrough, I'll be real, I actually didn't find this. So, I knew it was somewhere. I just didn't realize it was there. The skull kind of gave it away. We'll go over those, probably after this stage, if we have time. Ooh, another gem. But that's all 4 pieces. Pretty freaking nice. And, ooh! We have a example of something that affects Wario, if that makes any sense. Certain attacks, instead of harming Wario, actually cause him to undergo a transformation. There we got because we ate that snack from that freaking gorilla, we got ourselves Fat Wario. Fat Wario moves super slow, but he can break a lot of indestructible objects. So sometimes it's good, you're going to want to be Fat Wario in certain scenarios. So it's important to keep that in mind. For example, we were able to go down to that platform, or in that secret room down below because we were fat, and we can also access this bonus room. And as you can see immediately, they're already starting to get a tad bit more complicated. We want to... And I screwed up. If you screw up, most of the time, I think with like a couple of exceptions, you can just leave and come back and you can reset the room. Alright, so we want to hit this. Knock down below. Okay, I'm screwing this up. Hold on. I'm messing this up. I'm messing up the system. We don't like that. We don't like it. Alright, so what I want to do is I want to go there and wait here. Okay, good. And then do that. There we go. And then you can crouch duck or crouch jump. Boom. Get yourself the nice, beautiful gem. Ain't that lovely? Ain't that just nice? Let's see. Got this here. Get the little key guy. I said I was going to look up his name between recordings, but honestly, I didn't think I was going to record tonight, so... Alright, I owe you guys. I owe you guys a name. I'll have to remember. But anyway, looks like we made it to the end. We only have a minute and a half to make it to the end. This is the cool part of Wario Land. So you see, before it didn't really make sense because we only had like we were like right next to the goal whenever we pressed the switch in the first stage of the Hall of Hieroglyphs. Here we actually have to go through the entire stage backwards in order to make our way back to the entrance on time. If you don't make it on time, you start losing money, and once you lose all your money, it's game over. And money's pretty useful in this game, so you don't really want to lose that. Look at us get it. Look at us getting a high score. Ain't that just nice? Alright, wow, I wasn't expecting this. I knew it was a short level, but geez, only 7-minute recording. I'm tempted to do... I originally was going to do this series as like 2 stages of video, and I could technically do that. But then the series would only be like 11 videos long. Or like, it'd be very short. 11's oddly specific. But it'd be a short Let's Play for sure. I don't really want to do that. So, we're going to keep this to like 1 stage per video, no matter how long it takes. Some of them will take a little bit, some of them won't. I guess, in order to, like, pad out the runtime, holy crap, voice crack. I guess to pad out the runtime, I can show off this room right here, the sound room. Wow, game, way to spoil how many stages there are. So we have a total of 16 collectible CDs. I will probably not be getting all of them. I know where most of them are. I'll try my best to get most of them, but don't expect 100%. But if we find them, great. If we don't. But I'm just going to let you guys listen to this one. About that shepherd. Look, I think the sprite work is pretty good for a handheld system in 2001, but what the fuck were they smoking? This is weird as hell. It freaked me out as a kid. I was like, what the heck is this? But it was like fascinating. Like, it was like, what were they cooking? What was he cooking in his mind? That's the most nervous ass lesson I think I... Look at this shit. Like who's that guy? Who is that Wario? Is that supposed to be Wario? Is that the real Wario? Real life Wario? Babyface? Like what's going on? I don't know. Like, you see this shit? We'll definitely do some like listening once we get it, if we get a disc and all that stuff. I feel like that'd be kind of a fun way to end every video, if I can. All right, well, That's a pretty decent start for a first stage, I gotta say. So that being said, next time on Wario Land 4, we continue onward in the Emerald Passage towards our next stage, Wildflower Fields. See you guys then.